Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Danny Boy, along with who am I with, Bill? Come on, say your name.
What's going on, folks? Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy here. And welcome to episode, was it 368
Mhm.
of the Sports Insanity podcast on the Sports Insanity Network.
Wow, time flies, right?
I
It's been a
know.
tough, been a week. It's been a week.
It's been an
Uh, I
interesting week.
never, I never thought I'd say this, but the Jets lost the bye week. I never thought I'd say it, but the Jets lost the bye week.
Before we get
All the news surrounding the Jets, it's complicated.
yeah. Well, before we get down to, we got a lot of football talk today. We just want to give you a couple housekeeping things. Um, First of all, happy Monday, and most importantly, happy Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
Thanksgiving is this Thursday. So here's what we're gonna do. We are not gonna be doing a show on Friday. Reg and I
Mhm.
have decided let's take the day off. Let's, spend time with our family and friends. Let's get out of our turkey comas, right?
We're gonna be in a bunch of them at the Ryan's clan.
And
They're coming to my uncle, so come on now. We're gonna be up on all that food.
welcome to eat all you want and not feel guilty. So,
Yep.
so that being said, we're not doing a show Friday.
Yeah.
And so our pick'ems that we usually do on Friday, we're gonna do it today.
Yep.
We're gonna do our pick'ems that we usually do on Friday. We're doing them today.
Yep. And that of
So
course includes the NFL Thanksgiving. So
yeah.
we'll talk about all that
And
stuff.
also on top of that, our Thursday night gridiron, we're gonna pre-record that tomorrow,
Hmm.
and we're gonna release it sometime Thursday
Yeah,
morning
probably sometime in the morning because Uh,
before the
I
game
want to
starts.
make sure it gets out before noon. So, yeah. So
So yeah,
I'm
that's
stoked
gonna
about that.
be so yeah, that's our couple of our housekeeping things for the week.
Yeah.
So let's get down to business. First, little college football talk before I talk about the before I get upset with the Giants. But anyway, we had an interesting week in college football. We start off with the most non-interesting thing, but it was needed for Notre Dame. Ohio State. Dude, I actually had to root for Ohio State this week.
It's all good. We've had to do it before. It's not pretty. We know.
Hey, at least I didn't have to root for Alabama, so that's good.
Oh, thank by way, Alabama. What a disgrace.
Oh, we'll get to them
Um,
in a minute. Ohio State beat Indiana 38 to 15. I cannot believe I'm saying this, Reg, but thank you, Ohio State. Texas beat Kentucky 31 to 14. Penn State beat Minnesota 26 to 25. Come on, Minnesota, you can pull it out for us. We'll get to that one a little bit. Oklahoma beat Alabama 24 to 3. Bama should get bounced. They really should get bounced when they
Yeah,
do these.
what? Yeah, no, uh, they were unranked, right? This team they lost to.
Yes.
So, and I mean, I had a perfect viewing of it. It was on my station, so I had a perfect viewing of it. They got fucking pounced by this team. I mean, they didn't stand a chance the entire game. So yeah, no, I think Alabama needs to have a taste of the medicine that Michigan had to go through before they had their slow but steady rise to a national title. Because for the longest time, Michigan had to go through a lot of growing pains for that. Alabama, I feel like, there was never a period, a true period at least, where they've had growing pains. They've always had successful football programs no matter what. So, a little taste of our own medicine here, you know?
The Miami Hurricanes beat Wake Forest 42-14.
Okay.
Florida beat Ole Miss, another upset. Florida beat Ole Miss 24-17. Georgia beat Massachusetts 59-51. Tennessee beat UTEP 56-0. Boise State beat Wyoming 17-13. SMU beat Virginia 33-7. Arizona State upsetting BYU 28-23. Auburn beating Texas A&M 43-41 in 4 overtimes. Kansas upsetting Colorado 37-21. Clemson
Was.
beating the Citadel 51-14. South Carolina beating Wofford 56-12. Ohio State beating Utah 31-28. And Missouri beating Mississippi State 39-20. Illinois beating Rutgers 38-31. And most importantly, Reg,
Mhm.
you know, da 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 da. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish have defeated Army in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium 49-14. Oh, baby, Notre Dame, oh, playoffs on the horizon, but we got the big one this week.
Yep.
You know what that is? USC. We got USC this week.
Why they beat USC or late in the year, really?
Oh, that's
Interesting.
always. They always usually play on like the last day of the season.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
mean,
in the
I'm just
middle.
saying, like
Most of the
it's
time
just
we play
it's
them.
always weird. It's always weird how they're so late in the season, you know. But
That's how it
anyway,
is in college football. The big rivalries are usually the last day of the season.
yeah. See, you know, my see, obviously Bill's more of a college guy than I am, but it's like, you know, my big thing is, you know, I think at this stage you should be in conference play. You know, I'm more of a college basketball guy, even though I'm not really a huge college period in any sport. But like, you know, I feel like college play should be the dominant factor, you know, at this stage of the season. So, but again, I'm not a college football expert, so just giving my opinion is what I'm trying to do. I know Notre Dame is independent, so it's tough, but don't they have like a deal with like Big Ten or whatever?
I don't know.
ACC?
I think maybe ACC.
Yeah, yeah. They're one of those big time conferences. But yeah,
But anyway, so yeah, Notre Dame beat Army. USC next week. Can't wait. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, it is time for we recap yesterday. The Minnesota Vikings beat the Chicago Bears 30-27 in overtime as the Bears struggle continues.
but I mean they played the Bears played the Vikings well though. I mean that was a pretty damn good game that they had.
Hey, you know what?
You
They
know,
scored 17 in the fourth quarter, so good for them.
yeah, yeah, and I thought Caleb Williams had one of his best games so far in the NFL, and he wasn't perfect, obviously. There's still a lot of mistakes, but he helped engineer that comeback. So I give the Bears a lot of credit. The Vikings are a tough team, so I give them a lot of credit. Vikings improved to 9-2 on the season. Bears fall to 4-7, and slowly this season is slipping away from them. Tough one, but it's all good. The Bears they'll probably get a new coach. They have Caleb Williams. We know that he's going to be a stud. So wow.
All right, the Detroit Lions beat the Indianapolis Colts 24-6.
Mhm. This was a no brainer. The Lions are the best team in the NFL.
Oh, they are. The Miami Dolphins beat the New England Patriots 34-15.
And I mean, I was expecting the Patriots to be more of a to show up a little more, but I guess their team really shows who they are. So when you're 3-9, bad teams lose.
Oh boy. You know what? We got proof for something. Maybe Daniel Jones wasn't the only problem.
Yeah, it's called the offensive line.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the New York Giants 30-7. What a
Yeah.
like
Yeah, no, this was a display of just awful coaching on top of just poor O-line play, and the protection was lacking the entire game. Look, people all over, whether it was on X, Blue Sky, or whatever platform, they're talking about how Tommy DeVito wasn't really, playing quarterback and he sucked and everything. I don't even think the guy stood a chance because Evan Neal once again lets a player go past him like it's nothing. Oh, I think Evan Neal just missed another block, by the way. He was just awful, awful the entire day.
oh, I
And
agree.
Look, I give Tommy DeVito a lot of credit because he took some massive hits because he just kept getting sacked and sacked and sacked to the point where he was evaluating for an injury for crying out loud. So I don't blame DeVito on it. I certainly blame the coaching. I would expect, a much different game plan, or at least a halftime adjustment. That did not happen. And then, of course, the offensive line is just terrible. And then the defense, the Giant defense
They
didn't
didn't.
even show up either.
Dude,
So
they look like
there's a lot of problems. This team has so many issues.
and listen, we could sit here and blame Daniel Jones to the freaking cows come home, but you know what? I'm sorry, guys. Daniel Jones wasn't the only problem.
But
And like,
but but
listen,
but
I've
and
been
that and
critical of Daniel Jones. You all know this. You know what?
look.
You know what the weirdest thing is, Dan? I thought Friday I would never have to talk about Daniel Jones again, but I
Mhm.
have to keep talking about him, unfortunately. It's like breaking up with an ex, thinking that you never have to see them, you never have to speak to them again, but then you
Right.
still have to speak about them. Like that's
But
how it feels right now about Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but here's the problem is that we were so focused on the quarterback that we didn't forget about the other parts of the team, but we were so focused on the quarterback that we lost sight on the other issues surrounding this franchise. And again, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. It's the
And,
GM, it's the coach, it's the way the team's formed. It's just not good.
and
And
you know what
we
it
have
is?
to be honest about that.
And you know what it is? It's like, guys, sorry, with Daniel Jones going on, all you Jones haters, you can't blame Daniel Jones anymore.
Hmm.
And you know what? A good friend of mine once said, Bill, this O line is so terrible. You could put Pat Mahomes behind this O line,
Hmm.
and he would suck.
Where, where have I heard that before?
Me. But anyway,
Me, because the Jets, we're the same issue. We have the same issues.
because you know what? Like, listen, Giants fans, we can't sit here and blame Daniel Jones anymore. Sorry, we can't. The team,
Here's Bill. Here's the sound of Malik Neighbors in the locker room after the game. Very, very, very passionate about it. But here you go.
It ain't the quarterback. Same outcome when we had DJ at quarterback. I mean, take a look. Take a look. It ain't the quarterback. So
What do you think?
What is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Everybody know better than me. Is it the play call?
We'll take 3 more.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I know I'm tired of losing. It ain't
Courtesy of the Athletic. Um, well, yeah, I mean, Malik Neighbors right then and there, he said, "Look, Like I don't know what the issue is, but it's not our quarterback.
Not the quarterback.
Is it the coaching? Maybe he won't go as far as say it's coaching, which
Okay. I know a lot of people.
look. I think he's trying to not burn any bridges because he's a young wide receiver, so he's
I
trying not to burn any
saw people on
bridges.
my Giants Facebook page calling Malik Neighbors a loudmouth.
But I mean, Bill, he wants to win.
No, no, no.
Isn't that
You
what you
didn't let me
want?
finish. You didn't let me finish. Um,
Sorry.
is he a Now, listen. I think Malik Neighbors is 100% correct. He's And listen, when he said it isn't the quarterback, he's 100% right. I wish he would have said, yeah, it's the O line. But yeah, I know he probably doesn't want to throw anyone under the bus. If they say the play calling, I don't know. Like again, he doesn't want to throw Dable or any of them under the bus.
But you know what? He should because he's a young receiver who wants to win. Look, he's new to the league, so it's tough for rookies to speak their mind, but he should because he's one of the best players on the team. So I'm just saying, throw some shade out there. You know, put some pressure on the franchise to actually do better. Put some
Yeah.
pressure on your teammates. Who cares if they are gonna piss if you're gonna piss them off? Bill, I don't. You guys, someone has to say something in that locker room
I
because it's the
agree with
same
you.
nonsense.
But you know what? People would just be going if he said, yeah, it is the play calling. People would just go, oh, Malik Davis, he's a rookie. He needs to know his place.
Oh, please. No, 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 no.
Dable's the
I think
boss. He has to show him some respect.
Bill, we are so past this. Oh, well, it's not his place to say anything.
It
Oh,
is.
when the entire team stinks. The entire team doesn't show up on the field. Come on now. I don't want to hear that. No.
I think Malik Davis is
Malik
100%.
Neighbors is pissed off and he has every right to be. And I would have been happy if he called out his entire team. And you know what? The O line doesn't block for anybody. Our quarterback got absolutely
But you
destroyed
know
all
what?
day.
I would have respect for Malik Neighbors. He did that. But you know, the whole New York press, and I'll be clutching their pearls. Malik Neighbors needs to know his place.
No, no. This is different. This is different. This is different.
Can we stop
Okay.
pearl clutching? Can we stop? You need to show respect to Brian Dable because he's the head coach. No, if he needs to call him out and say, yeah, Dable play coaching is garbage. The O line is trash.
Yeah. This is the future of your franchise. How about that?
And
As the future of the franchise, he has every right to talk.
you want to know something that makes
He's the
even
one
worse?
that has to deal with terrible quarterback play.
You know what's something that makes even worse? Ownership doesn't care. Because
Why is that?
oh God, did you see this? Yes, did you hear about this yesterday? John Mara. Okay, what reason am I on, or which reason I hate John Mara? Which reason are we on? I think we're on reason 637, am I right?
Sure.
John Mara walks into the locker room, the press is there, they're like asking him, do you take responsibility for the state of the team? And John Mara goes, Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, Happy Thanksgiving? Hey, John, why don't you take some freaking responsibility for this team? He doesn't. He doesn't care. I really don't think John Mara cares. And you want to know something? What do we always say here on the podcast? The Giants are the Jets with just better PR.
Yeah.
We've said that 100 times on this show. But you know what? I'm sorry. I think the mask is starting to slip a little bit.
Well, for one thing, the Jets weren't in the spotlight anywhere, so there's no reason to make fun of the Jets. Of course, other than the fact that the Athletic.
Oh, there's always a reason to make fun of the Jets, Reggie boy.
I mean, other than the Athletic articles, which again have been disproven, by the way. Um, yeah, the Jets weren't completely in the spotlight. So the Giants in New York are a huge mess, and it was very refreshing to finally see um this team absolutely get dunked on, joked on. Like it was great. It was all of it was awesome, Bill.
But
Just from my standpoint, because I was getting sick and tired of being the lonely horse, out in the field when it comes to just terrible franchises in the New York City area.
like and this really shows you the mask is slipping. They don't have that good PR anymore. And John
Well,
Morris,
because people are getting tired of the same nonsense, Bill. Like, it's the same bullshit every year. Oh, we gotta
if
be
I was
better. Like
John
even
Morris,
even the Dable press conference won't get into much of a Dable press conference, but the Dable press conference was once again filled with the same exact excuses, man.
you know what we should do with the Dable? Instead of Brian Dable coming out to talk, let's just put his talking points on a screen and play some music in the background. That would be more productive than having him come out and repeat everything. Let's just put his talking points on a screen. Let's play a little music in the background. Boom. Done. That saved us time, didn't it? But Dan, this team is a joke. This team is a mess. The
We had
team
a good week of practice. We did a lot of work. It didn't show. No excuses. How many times is he gonna say that? How many times is Brian Dable gonna say that? You know what it sounds like? Sounds like
well,
Robert Saleh. It also sounds like Jeff Ulbrich.
it's
We had a
time.
good week of practice, huh?
I think Dable needs to get canned.
Look, I am totally on board with that. At first, I kind of wasn't, but now I definitely am. The only reason why I was like hesitant about it was really because I feel like since since he inherited Jones, he kept Jones, but since he inherited Jones, that I feel like if he had a chance with like another quarterback, just one more quarterback, that maybe he can show off the type of coach he is. I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
Uh, I'm sorry, guys. The honeymoon is long overdue. The
Yeah.
honeymoon's long over because people were like, and I said this last year. Brian Dable took them to the playoffs in their first season. As Michael Strahan said in week 2 last year against the Arizona game, the honeymoon's over. Guys, the honeymoon is long over. I think it might be time for Dable to go. And and you have an organization that just doesn't care. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, John. I really hope you do. That was just so that shows this shows an owner that it shows an owner who just doesn't care, a head coach that just makes excuses, and a team that's garbage. This is the pure definition of a dysfunctional franchise. And again, we always say this, John Morris too busy painting a nice picture for the press and actually doing something to fix this damn team. Am I right?
Yeah, it's disgrace, dude. It's an absolute
This team is a
disgrace.
joke.
And you know what? It's time. Let's you know put their feet to the fire, and Mara's got to make a big decision. I know he has endorsed Dable and Shane, but weeks have passed since he made that endorsement, and the team's not getting any better, and they sunk to a new low.
Yeah.
In
Don't
any
worry, part
case,
2 of this rant will be coming in a little bit. But anyway, this
yeah,
is just this is disgraceful.
yeah.
Mara's a joke. Take responsibility and face the press, you dumbass. You loser. Take the damn take some damn responsibility. Stop going, oh, everything's wonderful. No, it's not. We don't see listen, your mask is slipping, John Mara. We see it. We see the product you put out on the field. Like I said, apathetic ownership, coaching that makes excuses, and a team that doesn't deliver. This is the pure definition of a bad franchise. Okay. So getting back to yesterday, the Dallas Cowboys, they actually won a game. They actually
Mm,
won a game, beating the Commanders
yeah.
34-26.
But I have never seen a 3 minute stretch where a team scored was like 5 touchdowns or so. Like it was absolutely wild as hell, Bill. Like, oh my goodness gracious.
And I
Um,
think the Commanders have been exposed.
I mean, yes, in a way,
They've lost three in a row.
but you know what? They also they face the Eagles, Eagles who are now legitimate threats in the NFC.
We
Um,
apologize to Philly for our previous statements.
yeah, and then they lost to the Steelers, who are a good team. So this is a bad loss, though. I mean, I'm sorry, the Dallas Cowboys are not that good, and it showed yesterday. They were not playing very well, but the Commanders, they had all this time off, and just bad. It was just a really really bad loss. Um, but they almost sent it to overtime. I'll give Jaden Daniels credit. Like he actually found ways to get the Commanders win. This is a good thing about Jaden Daniels. You know you can rely on it. You need a quick score. You need a quick big time drive. He'll give you that quick big time drive and give you a score to get you close. And then of course you just gotta get your defense to get stops, and they were able to do that, and they almost tied the game. But then, of course, the kicker can't convert a point after attempt, so awful, just absolutely awful. Um, and yeah, the Commanders fall to 7-5. Yeah, the season's slipping a little bit from them. They need to get back on track this coming week. So let's see.
Okay, the Chiefs beat the Panthers 30-27.
The Chiefs they're terrible. They suck.
Oh, they're frauds.
They
You
suck.
barely beat the Panthers, folks. You barely beat them.
Yeah, sorry. After watching that game, the Panthers nearly outplaying the Chiefs. After watching that, I knew immediately that the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL. I'm sorry. You cannot have 10 second half points and then allow a team like Carolina to stay in it. Carolina scored 18 second half points, 11 points in the fourth quarter to tie the game. And then, of course, the Chiefs at the end, they had the game winning field goal. But I mean, I'm sorry. Like the Chiefs are they're not playing well this season. Mahomes is not having a good year. He's gotten away with a lot of bad games. And I mean, everyone, offense has gone away. The defense has gone away with some bad games. Like this is another game where they put up a 27 spot. Like, it's just it's bad. All of it's bad, um and it's okay. Look, some teams you just have bad seasons, and this is another bad year for them. But they got lucky. They've been lucky.
And you know what? There's no amount of publicity you could show with Pat Mahomes or the Taylor Swift, Travis
Hmm.
Kelce Hallmark movie. There is nothing you can do to change our minds at this point. I swear to God, I was talking about this
We're
with our good friend Vinny Levine yesterday. Vinny, if you are listening, shout out to you, my good friend.
Hello,
Uh,
Vinny. How's it going?
the thing is, it's like I think the NFL really wants us to hate the Chiefs.
No, and it's not about hating the Chiefs. I respect Chiefs franchise. They've been an NFL staple for many years, and they have a legacy ownership. But it's not about hating the Chiefs. It's understanding that they're not as good as you think they are, and it's time to say that.
I agree. The So yeah, Chiefs barely beating the Panthers 30-27. Titans beating the Texans 32-27.
The Texans are in disarray. They're terrible. I mean, I'm sorry. Uh, how in the world can you be CJ Stroud and you step out for a game sealing safety, like that, Bill, doesn't that sound like a coaching problem?
It does.
Because CJ Stroud should be smarter than that. We praised Stroud last year, and Stroud had a lot of issues last year too, but we praised him for his good quarterback play, for being smart on the field. Bill, yesterday in it with the game on the line, steps out for a safety, and the Titans get the ball. Like, I have a lot of concerns now about this coaching staff.
Oh, I do too.
And again, obviously it's not a disrespect to D'Amico Ryans or anyone on that Texans coaching staff, because you know overall they've actually done a pretty nice job, but things like that should not be happening at all.
No,
Like
it shouldn't.
like situational awareness, and then of course D'Amico after the game, oh, I'm shocked. Well, I mean, dude, coach him better. That's bad. That was bad.
Wow. Well, yeah, so moving on, we had the Denver Broncos beating the Las Vegas Raiders 29-19. The Broncos are a sleeper team. I keep saying this, Reggie.
I mean, slowly but surely, dude. How about that? Bo Nix coming through again, 273 yards and two touchdowns on the day. Uh, absolutely. They weren't they didn't destroy the Raiders. Raiders scored 19 points, but the Broncos scored 29.
And the
And you gotta give him a lot of credit, Bill. It's there.
Patchy's happy today. The Green Bay Packers beat him. The
Mm.
overrated, terrible San Francisco 49ers 38-10.
Bill, I feel horrible because you weren't sure about this game,
Okay, this is the time when you rub it in, isn't it?
and I know you really wanted to pick the Packers, but you wanted to get the edge in the standings with me. I feel bad, but take the L.
I'm
You
taking
take
the
the
L.
L.
No, that was a
Like,
stupid choice on my part. Listen,
yeah.
folks, it's okay to admit that you were wrong. But
It's
anyway,
okay. For those of you wondering, Bill still has the lead in Pick'em, so I'm
I
not
know, but you're winning
entirely.
this week. You're winning this week right now. Like,
I'm
we'll
talking
get to
overall
that in a
standings.
second. The
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks beat the Arizona Cardinals 16-6.
Hmm. Yep.
And the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Los Angeles Rams of St. Louis 37-20.
The best part about this game for the Rams is the fact that Matt Stafford gave me a bunch of points in fantasy. So thank you very much, Matthew Stafford. No, the once again, Saquon Barkley is a beast, man. You don't want to. Of course, we've already knew he was somewhat of a decent receiver. He was catching balls left and right on top of his trillion carries. What do you have, like 25 or so?
Yep. He had no,
Oh my God.
26. 26.
26, sorry. Whatever. Uh
255 yards, two touchdowns.
oh, well, what a beast, dude. He a beast. Beast. Saquon. And once again, Philadelphia engineered by the run game, engineered by Jalen Hurts, and then of course the defense did its job too. Once again, just absolutely trouncing teams. And look, me and Bill, we've said it on this on air. We were like, you know what, maybe this Philly team's a little overrated. No, they're not overrated anymore. They're showing exactly what they are. They have a big time personality, and time for the NFL to watch out a little bit.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say we can start walking back the overrated
Yeah, we
comments.
want to apologize to the great city of Philadelphia, the great city of Philadelphia, for our comments.
Yeah.
But you know what? And this is the thing with Saquon. I hate you, Saquon, but I love you all at the same time.
Well, I think you show love to a former player because you know it's not him. You know who the real problems
You
are.
know what the real meme that was going around? It was the Hard Knocks with John Morrison. I don't know if I'd be able to sleep if Saquon goes to Philly. And then it shows like Squidward from SpongeBob just laying there with his eyes open. Is it John
Mhm.
Mara trying to sleep? I'm like, well, guess what, John Mara and Joe Shane, you morons did this to yourselves.
Mhm.
Okay, another reason why I hate John Mara. I can't stand this. I just, but I love Saquon because on my one of my fantasy teams, guess what? He helped me
What's
big
up?
time last night.
Oh, really? How
Like
much did he get you?
he got me. He was supposed to score only 17.505 points. He ended up getting me 58.70. And my chances were very low of winning last night this round. Before the game, I only had a 38% chance of winning. I'm now at a 90% chance. So, so I I just want to say thank you, Saquon. And also, if I win this match tonight, I'm in first place. So, thank you, Saquon. And there's also talk that Saquon might be MVP,
I mean,
and he'd be the
why not?
first running back in 12 years.
I'm just saying, why not? It's not a horrible idea.
There is no, yeah, there is no, there's always a big quarterback bias. There's always a big, there's always a big quarterback bias, but that might be over this year. Who knows? Saquon might take MVP.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. I don't know.
He would be, if he wins MVP, he would be the first running back since Adrian Peterson in 2012 to win, not just the first to win MVP, he would be not only the first running back, he'd be the first non-quarterback to do so since 2012. Dude, would you believe if I told you in 20 years there have only been three non-quarterbacks who won MVP? Would you believe me if I told you that?
Would you believe me? I
Would I
mean,
believe you? Would you believe me if I told you that?
if what? I'm sorry.
If I told you over the last
I'm
20,
getting. I'm over the last 20 years.
there's only been three non-QBs who've won MVP.
I mean, that is kind of wild. Yeah.
Sean Alexander in 2005, Damian Tomlinson in 2006, and Adrian Peterson in 2012.
Hmm. Well,
So
it's time. It's time.
it's time to get rid of the quarterback bias. It is
It's
time.
time, man.
So, okay, moving on. Tonight we got the Ravens and the Chargers. And when it comes to pick 'em right now, Reg, you are leading me right now. You're 7-5. I'm 6-6.
Okay. Well, um,
If and we both
if well, yeah. So if I win, which I picked the Ravens.
yep.
So if I win, then I win the week outright. But if Bill wins, we tie.
Yep.
Interesting.
Very interesting week. Okay.
Let's go,
So,
boy.
like we just told y'all, because we're not doing a show on Friday because it's the day after Thanksgiving,
Yep.
we are going to do our week 13. Holy crap, I can't believe it's week 13 already.
Week 13.
We're going to do our week 13 pick 'em today.
Yep.
All right, we're going to start with some Thanksgiving football.
Oh, we have to start with Thanksgiving always.
If you want to hear
Um.
details, don't forget to watch Thursday Night Gridiron tomorrow.
Yep. All right. So the game started at 12:30. Classic matchup. Chicago at Detroit. Detroit and the Dallas Cowboys. They always play on Thanksgiving. Um, but Chicago goes to Detroit. Chicago's in disarray. I'm staying with Detroit until I see otherwise. I'm sticking with Detroit
I'm
in
going
these
with
games.
Detroit as well. Okay. This is the game that people either be eating or taking a nap during.
Yeah.
The Giants and the Cowboys.
Should I be watching? I mean, I'll be working. It'll be on during my newscast, so it's like, you know, I guess that's like the best thing for me is I could actually escape this game because I don't have to necessarily watch it. I'll have it on my televisions, obviously, but still, people are gonna be too busy watching football, so it's like, yay. Um,
Both teams
I'm
are garbage.
picking.
Let's just admit it.
Yeah, but the question is, who's more garbage, Billy Boy?
That's the question.
I'm gonna have to say the Cowboys are gonna win this game. I don't want to pick the Cowboys, but do you have any confidence with this Giant team, especially after that loss to Tampa Bay? And then, of course, the
Give the
Cowboys came
Giants
out.
mainly because I don't want to pick the Cowboys.
So you're gonna pick the Giants, Bill. Just so I understand, you're picking the Giants
Yes.
because you
You
don't
know
want
what?
to pick the
Both teams are
Cowboys.
garbage. Both teams are
They're,
garbage.
they're, they're bad. All right. Okay. I mean, I see it, Bill. I understand why both teams suck. And look, it does. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won. To be honest with you, I would
Because you know,
not be
this is
shocked.
like a game. If this was like, if either of these teams were better, it'd be easier. But both these teams are garbage. You know, we'll talk more about this on Thursday Night Gridiron.
Yeah,
The Giants are just trash, and so are the
it's.
Cowboys. So you know what? Whoever wins or whoever loses, this is probably one of my pick-ems that I'm not going to be losing sleep over. But anyway, okay. Next, the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Rifkin versus Lawrence Patchman Lang.
Yeah, this is a great. This is actually the best Thanksgiving game they had.
Yeah, Miami
Um,
haven't been too bad. They've been finding their own.
and my and look, Miami. Look, they're showing their true colors. No Tua, the team sucks. That's what the Dolphins are. But no, they're right in the thick of it. They're back in the playoff race. And of course, Green Bay one of the best teams in the NFC. I'm picking them. I'm picking Green Bay. They're,
I'm
they're
picking
at
Green Bay as
home.
well.
Yeah, so me and Bill, we think very alike here. Um, Nothing against Miami. I think Miami's, they look. I applaud them. I applaud them. But what it comes down to is, you know, who- to me, Green Bay just has the better team, and it's not a disrespect at the Dolphins. They have great players, but Green Bay is the better coach team. Right now, they're on fire. They keep winning. It's great. It's awesome. Then, of course, we move on from Thanksgiving. And then we have the Black Friday 3 o'clock matchup. Big time divisional matchup between the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland. Of so many different cities after that. But yes, the Las Vegas taking on Kansas City. They're at Arrowhead. I would not be shocked if this, especially after the Panthers game, Bill.
Yeah.
I would not be shocked if this is a close game.
Me neither. And you know what? Again, another game with the crappy Raiders, the overrated Chiefs.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm taking the Chiefs.
I can't until I see otherwise. I'm picking the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are not as good as people think they are, and it's a great day because you know what? I'm starting to
We
get
were starting
annoyed
to
by
get
the
sick of
Chiefs.
them.
I'm starting to get annoyed. So,
All right. The Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego and the Atlanta Falcons.
all right. For the first of many 1 o'clock games on Sunday.
Yeah, we go from
Give
Black
me
Friday to Sunday.
give me the Chargers, man. You know the Chargers. I don't know how they're gonna do tonight, but I certainly like them over Atlanta. Atlanta, who's been
I'm going with the
struggling of
Chargers
late.
as well.
So yeah, yeah, Los Angeles.
The Pittsburgh
Um,
Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm picking the Steelers again.
I am as
Uh,
well.
yeah, again, Cincinnati. Yeah, they've had chances to dig themselves out of so many holes. It's time to just flat out say it. There's no saving the Bengals unless they go on a miracle run. But I don't know if that's gonna happen either.
Arizona and Minnesota.
Give me Minnesota. I'll take Minnesota at home.
Yeah, I'm going to take Minnesota as well. Okay. The Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots in Foxborough.
I'll take the Colts to win that one.
Okay. The Seattle Seahawks going to MetLife to take on the New York Jets.
Wait, did you pick your Colt? Did you pick the Colts
Yes,
or
yes, I'm
Patriots?
sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Um. All right. So that's two on Indianapolis. The Seahawks are gonna. The Jets. There's no saving them either. They're. By the way, New York Jets. If anyone cares, they did hire Mike Tannenbaum and Vikings general manager Rick Spielman, former general manager, uh, to lead the charge on finding a new front office and coach. So, yeah, just uh, if anyone cares, I care because it's my team and
Who's
I
it
want
going to
them to get it
be?
right.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, if Mike Tannenbaum, hold up a second, if Mike Tannenbaum's involved in this, come on, like it's right there. Rex Ryan. It's simple. Just hire him.
Is Rex coming back to the Jets?
Come on, bro. Come on.
Is it time for Rex to return?
Yeah. Come on. Tannenbaum's right there. All you gotta do, hey, he's a part of your search firm. Let's, take off the search firm tag off Mike Tannenbaum and just make him the GM. How about that?
Hey, I am not opposed to that, my friend.
That or Phil Savage. Phil Savage, who's the interim, who has a nice big time resume in terms of getting some Hall of Famers. If you search him, he's been responsible for some Hall of Fame players over the years. So, I'm cool with Phil Savage, but since Mike Tannenbaum is back in the building, leading this search, you might as well just be like, "Hey, Mike, let's take off that tag and just say GM. How about that?" And then while you're at it, um, text your buddy Rex Ryan, get him in the building, and get the band back together. Let's go.
Hey, 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 Reg, we're getting the together.
Isn't that great?
Aren't they on quoting the Blues Brothers, bro? They're on a mission from God.
Yeah. I don't know who the Jets are gonna pick. I don't know who is, but but yeah. And I know Mike Tannenbaum in the past has said he doesn't want the job. But if you're taking this job to help the Jets search for their GM,
I
you low key,
to come back.
you low key want to come back though. Like, come on, man. Don't act like you want no part of this. Like, come on, man. Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of
you
here,
know, how
dude.
much you want to bet Woody Johnson or Chris Johnson? Because who knows, Woody might be going off with Trump.
Well, this is a Woody search.
Think Woody's gonna go, hey Mike, we got your office all ready for you. You want to come back, Woody? You want to come back, Mike? And then I can see Mike go, well, Woody, let me call my buddy Rex Ryan, see if he wants to be head coach. Oh, Reg would be thrilled if that would happen, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, yes. All right, so yeah, just if you're just joining us, Jets officially hiring Mike Tannenbaum, former general manager of the Jets, and then the former general manager of the Vikings, Rick Spielman, to lead the search to find their new head coach and general manager. But it's like I've been saying, Bill, I think the fact that Mike Tannenbaum's back in the building, let's not waste anyone's time and take the tag off. It's okay. It's okay. It's very obvious that Woody wants Tannenbaum back. It's very obvious that Tannenbaum wants to be back, even though he's gonna say, I don't want the job. Let's
I think he's just saying that for the press.
Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah, the Seattle's gonna beat the Jets. That I'm not watching that game.
Tennessee and Washington.
This is a get right game for Washington. I never thought I would say this, but Tennessee. I mean, to be fair, played a good game against Houston. So, Washington at home, I would expect them to show off better than they showed against Dallas. Um, Maybe this will kind of wake them up a little bit, but this is a get right game. I'm picking Washington, hoping that they'll actually go out there and win.
I'm picking
So,
Washington as well.
yeah, let's see.
Okay.
They need this one.
Houston and Jacksonville.
It's a get right game for Houston.
I agree. I'm going with Houston.
I'm going with Houston, man. But Jacksonville, don't sleep on them because the Texans are struggling. They're struggling big time. Their quarterback can't get his head, excuse me, out of his ass. So, oh boy. All right, the first of the 4 o'clocks, LA Rams at the New Orleans Saints, the rejuvenated New Orleans Saints. Bill, I'm picking New Orleans.
Call me crazy. I'm picking New Orleans as well.
Uh,
This team is rejuvenated.
Man, they look like such a different team, man. It's crazy. Um, Tampa
Okay.
Bay at Carolina. I'm sorry, Bill. I cut you off. Tampa Bay at Carolina.
I gotta go Tampa Bay.
I'm going Tampa Bay. Um, yeah,
Yeah, Carolina, I give them credit for basically almost beating the Chiefs yesterday, but
yeah, but the Chiefs suck. We gotta call it what it is. The Chiefs
bro,
suck.
their record is better than what they say they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Oh boy,
Ooh,
this is gonna be a good one.
this is a massive matchup. By the way, tickets as low as $302 over at M&T Bank Stadium. $302. Oh God. This is a big matchup for the Ravens. Um, they need this more than Philadelphia needs theirs. I'm picking the Eagles though. Right now, the Eagles are on a tear. Saquon's on a tear. Not saying that the Ravens won't show up, they will, but you know, this is a big game. This is a massive game for both teams.
Ugh, I don't know.
Potential Super Bowl.
You know, after Saquon and everything, as much as I like Lamar, I gotta go with Philly as well.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm sticking my guns. And then of course the Sunday nighter, in Buffalo, it's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Bills. And the Bills are better than the Niners. The Bills are going to win this one. And really, really take the AFC East by storm. It's wild.
I gotta go with the Bills.
Yeah.
San Fran sucks.
Yeah. By the way, that those are all the games on December 1st, which is my sister's birthday. So happy birthday, sis.
And
Um,
finally,
I think we're cutting a cake for her on Thanksgiving
oh,
sometime.
that'd be
So
nice. And the
yeah.
Monday night game, Cleveland and Denver.
Going Denver.
I'm going Denver as well.
Denver's looking good, man.
All right, we only got one different game this week, which is the Giants and the Cowboys. So,
Yeah. Let's see.
all right. So, I think that is anything else today, Reg, or is that pretty much it?
I mean that's all I got. I mean, we could talk Yusei Kikuchi to the Angels on a 3-year deal, but I don't think anyone cares about Kikuchi and the Angels.
And the Juan Soto drama begins.
I still think he stays in the Bronx.
I'm just thinking it too, but they're saying like the Mets might be the favorite, so who knows?
Yeah. But Bill, again, and I've been saying this for a long time about Soto. I don't care if he goes to the Mets. I will give a shit if he goes to the Red Sox
Or the Blue
or the
Jays.
Blue Jays or the Orioles or the Astros or any American League team.
I can agree with you on that, Reggie.
Yeah, so yeah, look, would it be sad if he goes to Queens? Yeah, sure, why not? But I would be super pissed if he goes to another American League team because we have to face his ass to get to the World Series, right?
Yeah. So
Mm, nah, I don't
let's
like
see what
that.
happens with that. So
But it's looking very good for the Yankees. They had good meetings with him. Steinbrenner seems very excited, very confident, which I like. And he's pressing hard on this. So I like our chances a lot better now. So I still think he stays in the Bronx.
so yeah, that is so yeah. Anyway, that is our show for today.
Hmm.
We are so yeah, like I said, we will have no show on Friday.
Yep.
Catch Thursday
And
Night Iron on Thursday morning.
yeah, and enjoy your time with the family. This is a special day. You know, um, I'm just thrilled and thankful that my family is coming down for Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
They're going to my uncle's. I gotta go up. My brother's even coming for Thanksgiving. I gotta
Nice.
pick him up. I gotta pick him up at Reagan National. I believe he's coming Wednesday, but whatever it is. In any case, but yeah, no, I'm very thankful that the family's gonna be there, and I'm thankful for you, Bill,
I'm
on
thankful
this
for you as well,
holiday.
my friend, and
Yep,
thankful that we get to do this every week.
hell yeah, man. I'm thankful for John. He's been a huge help for Thursday Night Gridiron this
Oh, he's been
season.
great. John's been killing
So,
it lately.
I'm happy about that. I'm grateful for Patch. I'm thankful for Rifkin, the old ops guy. I'm thankful for him, and I hope that he
We wish him
apparently
speedy recovery.
I hope that the progress of so far has been good for him. So, I'm very happy about that. Uh, and just the little things in life, just the fact that I get to sleep on a bed that I just paid off. I just paid off my bed.
The man just paid off his bed. He's doing fantastic, folks.
So the little things in life that we forget, that we take for granted, I'm thankful for all
Absolutely.
that.
Just, be, just be thankful that everyone out there, just be thankful that you woke up this morning. Be
Mhm.
thankful you have food on your table, roof over your head,
Yeah.
and, just be thankful you have family and friends who love and care about you.
Mhm.
So please, just throughout this week, just take things in perspective.
Yeah, like when I go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna be surrounded by great coworkers. Um, because they're the best. So I'm very thankful for that as well. And we're thankful for you
We
for
are thankful
joining
for you
us.
guys. God bless.
And we appreciate that you support us on a weekly basis, whether it's on the audio. By the way, I will get you the audio of Fridays SIP, but keep in mind, folks, we're live, so it's out there. So just go to our YouTube page. But
If you
we'll
just
get
like the
the
audio, you know what you should do? Just turn us on, flip your phone over, and just listen to us.
exactly. I'll
They
get it up. I'll get it up wherever you get your podcast. I'll get it up. But
see,
yeah.
we know how to do this, folks.
But we're thankful for you for joining us every week. And
Yes. From all of us
and
here at SIP, we wish you a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
please stay safe. We
And
love you.
take